Hi, I'm Chuck Dorsett for Weaver Leather Supply, and this is the Leather Element. If you've got a good question for us or a good idea for Leather Element, drop it in the comment box below. Also, if you want to know when our videos release, just click your notifications. You'll know exactly when these come out. A problem in leathercraft is typically just an opportunity to get creative, and we've got a good example here. Recently, we did a video, we made a purse. We needed a shoulder strap, 44 inches long. I almost didn't have the length. So if we don't have the length in our shop to make a strap or a belt, what can we do? How about we simply splice pieces together? Now, on the surface, splice, blah, blah. Actually, we can get pretty creative here to the point that we can use some of the elements from the project on the strap. And that's going to make a full project that looks like it was well planned. Now, one good point. If I just cut out a strap, I'm not thinking about it. I cut it, I move on. But because now I have to think about this, get creative, I'm actually going to make a better looking strap. All right, so enough of that. Let's step over to our pattern table. Let's just start with a simple fix. We're going to work with a strap 1 1/4 inch wide. Now, 1.5 inch, great for a briefcase, but simply too wide for a purse. 1 inch, look good on a smaller purse, but a little too thin for a larger purse. This is a good medium, halfway between 1 and 1.5. Bigger point though, any one of these designs is going to work on any of these widths. So let's start with the easiest way to go. We can always do an English punch and add 2 rivets. Doesn't look bad. And in fact, if we need a very long strap, say 44 inches, we can always overlap. There we go, multiple smaller straps. We can overlap, or we can cascade up, or we can cascade down. Now, round end punch, English punch, either will work and either looks good. Now, I love conchos. The only downside here, like right here, let's see, there's our round end. We can always punch a single hole, drop that in. Yeah, there we go. Actually looks pretty good. And if we've got any hardware or even that type of concho on the project, we're starting to tie in our strap design to our project design. But the only problem here is we've only got 1 rivet or screw there. So that's going to swing around on us. Not my favorite look. So if we're going to go with a concho, I might say, let's add an additional rivet to keep that from happening. Okay, so we've got a good feel for a very simple way to go. Let's start stepping this up a little bit. I love fringe and lace, and I use it on a bunch of different projects. If we're looking for more of a rustic or Western look, lace, absolutely going to do it. But the bigger point here, we're getting creative when we splice our strapping together so that it more closely matches our project. That's a nice design. But let's take that up a step. Say we're using an additional color in our project. In this case, let's say it's a dark brown. That's going to be a nice contrast. And yet again, we tie this design in with the main project just a little bit more. A couple of ways we can do this. So let's start right here. Easy way to go. I've got 2 English punches and I've got 3 matching holes on both sides. So let's take a piece of lace. I'm going to line these up and I'm going to take our lace and go through from the top, the 2 holes. Good, let's bring that down and don't tighten that just yet, because on this end, let's take our 2 pieces of lace, let's put them together. Our 2 tapered points, good. Now let's go through the single hole. There we go, tighten that down. Now on the front, let's go back through here. Now let's tighten this down. And let's flip that piece over. Yeah, well, that doesn't look bad at all. And actually, pretty secure fit. Okay, let's do this a different way. Now let's reverse that, because right here, I'm going to put my 2 tapered pieces together. Let's come from the top through our single hole. Turn that sideways. Let's don't tighten it yet. Back here, let's go one to each hole. And let's flip this around. Now let's take these two pieces, go through this small loop. Good. Okay, now let's tighten this down. And that is very secure. Good. Now, it's another way we can do this. What we can do is same as here, but now let's take this piece, go through there, come back out, opposite, and then go through. Basically, it sounds a little complicated. It isn't. All we're doing there is making a small triangle. All right? How about a simple crossover? Back right here, I've got 2 round end punches, and I've got 4 matching holes. So let's come back from the flesh side. Let's come through either set. Now, let's just cross over. There we are. Very secure fit as well. Looks very clean, very tidy. Or, let's do this. We can take our lace, come back through, then our lace is hanging on the front, more of a rustic look, but again, simple way to go. Now, next up, not necessarily creative, but it's a big help to us. Not terribly creative and a little bit off subject, but I want to bring this up because this can be such a big help to us. So belts, for us leather crafters, very common project. Here's where I'm going with this. So if I need a belt, I'm a 36-inch waist, I'm going to have to cut a 44-inch blank. I don't have the length. Let's do this. Let's just go with billets. So right here, I'm going to load my buckle there, and I'm going to rivet that on to one end of my strap. On this end, let's add our size holes to a billet. There we go. You know what? That's actually a good looking design, particularly if we offset our colors. That would look good. But the biggest point here, now this strap goes from 44 inches down to 31 inches. I certainly have that length in my shop. Now let's get creative, and I'm going to try to remember everything we're looking at here. But this is just a couple of examples. Give us an idea of what we can do. So let's start here. We've got width, we just don't have length. How about we figure out on our strap roughly where our shoulder is going to land, and we overcut a piece. Now we're going to taper that down to 1 1/4 inch. We've got a couple of good videos on adding a taper. Very easy to do, so we're not going to go into a lot of detail there. But let's taper down to 1 1/4. Let's add an English punch on both. Actually, that looks pretty good. Or we could reverse that. That doesn't look bad. But I think my favorite, let's go with a round end punch. And I'm going to lay that right at the top of my taper. Yeah, we've got a very cool shape there. That looks good. Now we can simply add rivets. Or we could go with our lace design if we've got a more rustic look. In fact, what we could do, let's close with lace, but let's continue that pattern across the strap and then close on that side. That would look nice. Or we can always go with hardware. Let's get our holes a little bit more of a spread, and we could come in with a D-ring, O-ring, square. So many ways that would look good. But also right here, let's lay that in with a round end punch. Drop in a concho. That looks nice. Now again, we have that problem, a little bit of wagging there, but in all honesty, on a shoulder piece, not so critical. So many ways we can go with this. How about one more? Now I said one more, but for us costumers, this looks pretty cool. So let's go with our English punch, our 2 rivet holes, but then when we rivet those together, let's hit that with a round end punch. That looks good, kind of a picket look. let's take that up a step. Do the same thing, but with 4 holes. Now let's just do our crossover with our lace. That would look good. Now, we're not going to go into measurements and details here. It's more just the idea. But we can absolutely use oblongs. So let's drop in a taper and an oblong. Bring that through. Yeah. Now we can add our 2 rivets there. Or we can add as many oblongs as we would like. And there we go. Actually pretty creative. We can tack down our tabs with our rivet. Very sturdy, very strong on both of those. No end to the possibilities. Finding the answer to a problem, well, that's satisfying. But finding a creative answer to a problem, that's just a big sense of accomplishment. So many ways we could go. We're just barely scratching the surface. So pick up some scraps, maybe some hardware, a couple of tools. There's no telling what you're going to come up with, and I hope it's beautiful. Thanks for taking time to watch The Leather Element. Good luck with your projects.